Hello.
Hello.
Bonjour, bonsoir.
Hola.
Bonjour. Hola. Hello. Hi, everybody. What's up?
Okay,
We're the Voices
got
of
it.
Atlas. We're the Voices of Atlas, and today it's a really exciting episode. But before we get into our episode, be sure to look at our previous episodes on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google, YouTube if you want to see our beautiful faces, and join our Discord because guess what? Our Discord is freaking popping. We have the most positive, the most beautiful positive ass
We keep
people
the
in
good
our...
vibes on there.
got
There's
the best
zero
vibes.
toxicity on there.
It's true.
We got the good
Exactly.
we got the good echoes.
We got
What
the
do you
good
call
The
it?
good vibes.
The good echoes. We got the good
The
echoes.
good
We have the
echoes.
good vibes.
Yeah.
We got the good vibes.
And not today, we have been working with Stream Lounge for a couple months. And today, Johnny and I watched Shang-Chi for his 100th viewing.
Yeah.
Woo.
I don't know if I'm gonna keep going, but we'll see.
Still wearing the sweater from it. Nick, stop it. Stop.
Yeah.
Stop dabbing. No
Whatever,
dabbing.
guys.
No.
Dabbing
You're-
is okay.
What's wrong
We're
with
cool.
dabbing?
No,
I like
that
that.
dabbing
No.
itself is outdated.
No.
I don't know what. Okay, no. Okay, he was just dabbing some more. I hated that.
Mini dabs.
Oh,
Tiny
Lord.
dabs. And March 11th, we have something big.
We got
Not
big
something
news.
big.
Y'all gotta
Is
keep an eye
that-
out.
Wait, I got this.
What? You got it? Ready?
I don't got this.
Holding for it in anticipation.
Wait
Yeah.
for it
I'm
and
Come
keep waiting for it.
What are we
Pulling a
talking
Barney Stinson.
about?
There we go.
Hey,
We
there
are
we go.
doing a watch party for the
Turning.
premiere of Turning Red.
Look at that. Johnny's so
And
tall, he doesn't fit in the. He doesn't
It's
fit
so
in the frame.
cute.
In the frame.
It's ah!
Laiba just like, she's like a little gremlin.
Screen cap that. And in honor of us watching Turning Red, you can join us. But we are also having a giveaway. What? Our very first giveaway, guys.
Yeah.
What is
We're
that?
giving away prizes to Netflix subscriptions and
Uber
Breeze.
Eats.
so you can freaking order boba.
You
And then
can
come
order
watch the
boba.
movie with us.
Yeah.
Boba.
Order boba and watch the
Dumplings?
movie with us on March 11th. None of us will have seen it. We will
Exactly.
be waiting to watch it with you guys.
Yeah.
So you can get our
Exactly.
genuine and raw reaction.
We could see us cry in
Yeah.
real time.
Because
which is
we're
one of
just
our
feeling
favorite things to
seen.
do.
Feeling seen.
We'll be seen.
But yeah, all you have to do to enter the giveaway is follow us on Stream Lounge. So create an account, follow Voices of Atlas,
Yeah.
and then you go to voicesofatlas.com/turningrred and just to let us know where to send your prize if you win.
Yeah.
And you can get bonus entries there too if you follow us on other platforms. But the only thing you really need to do is follow us on Stream Lounge.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then to get one of the Netflix gift cards, because
You
that's
just
for
need
the
to watch
Uber
it with
Eats.
us.
You just watch it with us.
Just need to watch a
on
movie
Stream
with us.
Lounge.
It's easy.
Easy peasy.
That's not much you need to do. You just need to sit through a movie with us.
Oh no, you get to watch movies with your favorite
Hey.
people.
You're welcome.
You get to watch a film about Asian Canadians who look like Victoria with Victoria. That's
It's actually the best.
Get to watch Turning Red with your
That's
very
a double
own-
win.
My new glasses look like
Yeah, they do.
the
Maymays,
glasses.
yeah. Guys, it's the major win. Come on. It's
Fun.
free food, free Netflix, and you get to watch shit with us.
It's a win-win.
Yeah.
That's correct. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
it costs
win-win.
you zero monies.
Yeah.
It's going to
Yeah.
cost you nothing. All you need is just the Disney Plus account, which
Yeah.
most people
Exactly.
should have to begin with.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And that's
Because
why we're giving
especially-
away Netflix, so you can join us for next ones.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly.
But like,
Exactly.
you should definitely have Disney Plus. You know why? Because there's Free Guy on it now in America as well as Canada. That we've had it for like
Transition.
3 months.
Transition.
I got us. I got us.
got us. But yeah, go on our Instagram to check out the details for the giveaway if you want to read. Be
Or
sure.
just go onto our website.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you have a
it's
freaking website. You have a website.
Yeah.
Let's go voicesofatlas.com. You'll find everything you need to know.
It's so
there.
easy. So easy.
Anyway,
Yes.
oh yeah, I forgot to introduce ourselves. Hi, I'm your host today. My name is Laiba Hazara, also known as Mixed and Anxious on TikTok. And these are my co-hosts for today. Go
Hello.
on.
I'll go first.
Do it, Nick. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Amazing Nikendra. I do the doodles, and
I heard I do the noodles.
that too. Hey, you know
That
what?
too.
I do that too.
We all
This-
do that here.
This did we ask how's our bin been? How's our bin?
No,
been?
that's later.
Oh,
later.
right. Never mind. Hey, hi guys. I do the doodles. Nice to meet nice to meet all of you.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Victoria. I sometimes do the doodles. I mostly use Nick's doodles to make
She
us
does
really
the good
cute
doodles
things.
though. They're
Just
good,
good
doodles.
doodles.
Both of you do amazing doodles.
Look at the doodles.
The
It's my
doodles.
background.
doodle.
It's so cute.
I do the doodles sometimes too, but I mostly use Nick's doodles to make us really cute shit.
Yes.
Um, yeah, I'm Victoria.
We got excellent
So-
doodlers here.
Yeah.
It's-
And Noodler.
noodlers.
And
And
noodlers.
noodlers.
Which y'all can find out about on our Spicy Potter Nudes episode.
It
Yeah.
was released.
I wonder who won that one.
You. Freaking. You know what? No lie, but we're both Hufflepuff. We both won.
I almost clutched it.
I'm gonna tailgate your freaking win on that. But I'm Marvelous Johnny.
Mhm.
I do not really doodle. I'm trying to get back into it.
Mhm.
I bring the chaotic energy here.
That's true.
I bring the fun.
Yeah.
And I do some editing. So if you think the editing for our podcast sucks, let me know. But then again, also Nick does do the editing.
I do
so
Yeah.
some of it. Johnny's been doing a lot of it recently, so
I need to get caught up on WandaVision. I couldn't do it yesterday at work, sadly.
it's okay. We'll make it
Okay.
all.
I'll
Make it
fly
all
through it
happen.
tonight. I'm
Okay.
doing nothing today.
You
After
doing
this,
nothing today? I'm
I-
watching
I've-
Peacemaker.
I just need to sleep some more.
I'm
Okay,
I
so
need to
so-
start
happy.
watching that.
I know. I gotta start watching
Okay.
it too.
The moment all three of you are done, we need to do a Peacemaker episode, I think.
I guess so. Yeah.
Is that going
That's
to be our first DC thing?
fun. Ugh, gross.
Exciting.
Ooh, I think
Unless we
no.
do
No,
Batman.
we'll get to Batman.
No, we
before
gotta do
get to it.
Batman. We gotta do
Yeah, the
Batman for sure.
Batman.
Yeah.
What?
Team Edward. I'm Team
I'm
Edward.
Edward.
All right.
Yeah. How's
I'm-
everyone's been?
That
How's
was-
your been? How's it been?
I'm in a different country.
Oh yeah, Victor. How was
Different
That's a
country,
different.
Ben.
That was
That's a.
a really different.
You're in,
bin.
quote, the land of the free.
Sometimes they call it trash here, not bins.
Yeah, it's true. That's we call it.
Sorry, are we
trash.
talking about the name of the country?
Bins?
Yeah.
What?
Oh yeah. Okay. So Victoria's currently not in Canada. She is.
No,
in
I
the
ran away
United
from
States.
Toronto at
Yeah.
the worst. I mean,
I think
I'm
the
not going
truckers
to be in
followed
Toronto
you.
for the movies,
Yeah.
which is based in Toronto, but
That's
I'm
fine.
in
That's fine.
the wonderful city of San Francisco.
Fun time.
And
What
I've been waking
is-
up at 5 and 6 a.m. for work, but you know, Nick does the same thing, so
Yeah,
I feel
and
less bad.
now the teams are even. All right. There's two. Currently, there's 2 Americans and 2 Canadians. All right.
I drink Phil's coffee now.
Wow.
and,
Is the double now a burger for you?
yes.
Yeah.
It
for-
just
Laiba, I
shifts
feel
over like the
betrayed.
It's okay. We have Ellie. We have Ellie.
Oh, we do have
Yeah, you guys
Ellie.
Ellie.
We
Yeah.
need to bring on Ellie again.
Vic,
then.
you have to go try a Pete's coffee at some point.
A pizza coffee?
Pete's coffee.
Oh, okay. I was like, what kind of?
I should go to Pete's while I'm here as well.
Yeah,
but
I'll
I
hit
do
you
like
with
the
the
grams of the.
with the Nick
Definitely
special
go
order.
and hit up Nick at Trader Joe's.
I don't work at Trader Joe's. What are you talking about?
Okay, never
I
mind
need to
then.
go to Trader Joe's. Is what
you
we
need, you
to
do
talk
need to go to
about,
Trader
'cause
Joe's
it's-
actually.
I can feel it. It's right there. but it's-
Yeah.
Then there's me and Laiba
Haven't
who have
gone
never
yet.
been.
I'm running out of
Never
food.
been.
Yeah.
Never been.
Anyway,
So that's Victoria's been.
It's a good bin.
Yeah.
How about you there, Nick? What's your bin like?
my bin's a new job, and that's it. I've been waking
It's
up.
not Trader Joe's.
It's not Trader Joe's. No,
we
nothing about. I don't even know who Joe is. That's weird.
Ooh.
Joe Mama.
Joe
Mama.
Joe is the guy in the wheelchair from Family Guy,
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I
which is
work
significantly less funny.
I work for
Surprised
Joe
that there's
Mama.
nobody named Joe in the movie.
Is
You know, there probably was. There's Officer Johnny.
Yeah, but that's not Joe.
Oh yeah.
It's not Joe.
It's close enough. There's a J.O. in it.
No, but other than that, it's like new job, new me. Got a haircut.
You read Supermassive?
Red Super. Oh my god, dude, Supermassive was so good. Oh my god, if I woke up at 4 a.m. just to read it, and it was the best thing I've ever read.
I have
And
done that for
this.
comics.
Okay, just like a mini, not like a mini review, but like okay, I read it digitally. before I went to work, and then like since it was Wednesday that day, so after work I went to the comic shop, and in the comic book there's like a spread like when they all transform. And I thought it was just like a 2-page spread. No, it's like a fold out in the physical. And I would show you guys, but I don't want to damage my current copy of.
Probably not.
Yeah, it's super cool though. Really excited for that. So that made my week. And then we have future announcements for next week, which I will divulge in later.
Can't
Y'all
talk
gotta
about
stick
yet.
around
Oh,
for it.
So
You're
you
gonna
gotta stick
want to
around.
hear
I got a
it.
really big announcement. It's really exciting. So if you're here, stay here. Don't go anywhere. I got like a huge thing. All right, go ahead. I'm good. That's my
your
bin.
bin?
That's
It's been a good bin.
Ben.
Yeah.
It's been a
Good
good
bin.
bin. It's like one of those bins like that you remember to take out the trash the night before, and then you're like satisfied with yourself the next day, and you're like, oh wow, it's empty. I'm so happy.
That's usually what happens
Mhm.
whenever there's the bodies in my
Yeah.
bin. Wait, what?
mostly
Ooh.
it's just like that trash
I'm
can's
joking.
full the next day, and I'm like, dang, past Nick's dick. All right. He just left that for me. What a jerk.
That's how I talk about high school Johnny.
Yeah,
That's a good bin.
yeah, it's a good.
That's
bin.
like a very Nick has
Good bin.
has been having a wonderful bin.
Yeah. All right.
It's-
Laiba, how's your
the-
bin?
Pretty good.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Yeah, yeah.
I bet it is.
It's a really good
It
bin.
is a great bin.
You're gonna
Yeah.
need to tell us his name eventually. Wait, no, does Ellie know his name?
No, we don't.
Probably. I'll text it to you right
Oh,
now. Wait, I'll
Me
text,
or
I'll
Ellie?
text. We can get. No, I'll text you, Johnny.
I'm gonna leave, and no one's gonna run this live broadcast anymore.
Oh, delightful. Okay.
Anyway, while I do that, today's episode is about Free Guy.
Free
because
Guy.
We watched it on
Free
Stream
Guy.
Lounge yesterday.
yesterday.
We laughed, we lived, and we cried, and
Yeah.
we loved.
It's good.
I
It's
was
fun.
swooning most of the time, if I'm being honest.
Honestly, same,
Yeah.
but for someone else.
Oh no, for me it was all for Ryan Reynolds and for Jodie Comer. And a
Yeah.
little bit of Taika.
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 We love Taika.
Daddy Taika.
Surprise Taika.
Tito Taika. Let's
I
go.
didn't know he was in this.
Taika. Tito
I-
Taika.
Oh man, I love Taika.
We
It's a
love-
good surprise.
Tyler,
Taika.
if you're out there, we love your dad.
Yeah,
Tyler was on my live for a little bit, but I think
he'll
he's
show
gone.
up at some
but
point. Maybe he'll.
maybe he transferred over. Oh, there he is.
I like. There he is.
my
Hey,
dad.
I know.
Tyler,
that
we
guy.
like your
I
dad.
love your dad too.
Yeah.
Was it? I want my daddy. I want your daddy.
God.
Ah.
Did not
Oh,
think that
man.
Ant-Man noise was gonna become a sound for TikTok, but here we are.
Here we are. But oh man. Well, before we get can I just say surprise Taika? First time I watched this movie, my family told me, "Hey, watch Free Guy. It's really good." I'm like, "Okay, let me go do that." But it was sold out, so I went to go see The Suicide Squad.
Uh-huh.
Surprise
Taika. And then 2 days later, went back to the theater, saw Free Guy. Already simping for Taika.
Yeah.
It's like, God, I could use a good Taika.
Oh my god. It's just, and then the whole world was spinning at that point.
Yeah.
We love Taika here.
We do.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
we do love Taika.
How can we not?
Thanks, Tito Taika. You're the best.
Thank you, Tito.
Thank you, Tito.
Tito.
Thank you.
Okay, then.
All right. What was everyone's like thoughts of Free Guy before you watched the film? 'Cause
Oh, I
had
was
mine.
so fucking excited for this movie. Because I
Actually-
know. What?
Your Free Guy video was the first video I think I ever saw of yours because you were still talking about the Shang-Chi thing. But then
Yeah.
you started showing up in my For You page, and I remember you saying it, and you got an early screening of it. I think
Yeah,
so.
I did
Yeah,
get
you
an
did.
early
See, I got a
screening
good memory.
Of Free
I
Guy.
remember this. Yeah,
Yeah, I got to see it like a week before everyone.
Oh my
yeah.
god. Johnny's
Ooh.
famous.
I won free access pass. I got early access passes.
That's so cool. So you knew about it before. I mean, you work at
Oh,
a
yeah.
comic book store.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, no, yeah. It's just I saw the movie early. Like I forgot how I won the tickets, but I just won the tickets,
hmm
and I
That's so
took my
cool.
best buddy with me, and was like, what? Like it was a fully packed theater though, no social distancing, so like it felt a little bit normal again, which was nice. I still
Mhm.
kept my mask on though, because safety. But oh my god, watching this movie was perfect, especially for like the little surprises. Oh, because this was a movie that no one could have spoiled for me yet. Because like first off, it had been delayed a bunch of times. No one was really talking about it. So, but I was still excited for it nonetheless. So yeah.
Yeah, that's completely different for mine because I would just went in blind, as I mentioned. My family was just like, "This seems good," and then I would like, my brother's like, "Oh, it's a it's a comic, like it's a video game world and real life," and I'm like, "Good enough for me." It's right, real sure. I only had the one little bit with like Chris Evans spoiled because like what the heck or whatever, what the shit or
What
whatever.
the shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like that doesn't really spoil anything in the movie
Yeah.
other than the cameo. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I love that I went in blind, but I also went in like high.
Yeah.
I do need to watch this movie a
Blind and
little
high.
bit under
Yeah,
the
it was
influence of that.
it was the story. I would
I
not
might do that
recommend
tonight.
doing that alone in a theater, but
Hey, I've done that before. That's how I went to go see the first Venom. Okay.
I'm
Oh
just
my
saying,
God.
like you can do that. I'm like, I shouldn't have done that by myself. But
anytime this is an 18 or older podcast if anybody's not listening. Anytime I've ever gotten high, it's always been in the private place. So anytime I went
Yeah.
outside, I always I got like super paranoid. I was like back early days of college, and I was like, I can't imagine going to a theater. I think I'd like freak out.
Keep in mind, I had to wait.
I
I
was
waited
eating
till it was
popcorn
legal.
and I kept on thinking, I'm like, oh, am I gonna choke on this?
Oh,
And then
no!
I
Usually
have to
thought-
like every time I'd take a bite and I'm like, chew, swallow, got it. And then like I would check I'd feel bad if there's anybody around me. I was in a VIP theater, so it wasn't like anything, but like I would check my watch and be like, I'd watch stuff. I'm like, oh my God, so much time has gone by. A minute's gone by. Everything was in slow motion. And I was like, I must have been just like looking freak the fuck out.
Do you guys ever do that thing like when you're watching a YouTube video and you just have to see how much time is left in whatever video you're
Yeah.
watching? I do that all the time with trailers or just like any video that's under like 10 minutes. Like I'll just constantly check like how far along am I in this video?
That was me the whole movie.
Yeah, it's like
Everything hit right at the trailers, and I'm like, oh no, this is gonna be a long 2 hours.
What about you, Laiba?
But it was a good 2 hours.
What did you think of the movie before you watched it?
I saw a couple trailers and I thought it was gonna be like Pixels.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was
no.
filmed in Toronto.
Yes.
I
I remember you
stumbled
told us the
on-
story.
Yeah,
You
I
got
stumbled on
pulled
the set.
into a building.
Yeah, it was really great.
Yeah.
But continue.
Yeah.
Quick thing.
But yeah.
Since we're talking about expectations before seeing the movie, do you guys remember that trailer where it was Deadpool and Korg reacting to the trailer for this?
yes.
I do remember that.
Yeah.
It was so fucking good. Oh
Yeah.
my god, Victoria, you need to go watch it.
Honestly,
It's just
I
Taika and
told
Ryan
you,
Reynolds.
I went in
Taika.
blind.
Okay, yeah, no, you gotta watch it though. It's just Taika and Ryan Reynolds just sitting there on a couch and characters just fucking around. It's great.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
that.
So you said it that you thought it was gonna be like Pixels?
Yeah, I don't know. I felt like it had the same vibe as Pixels,
Mhm.
right? Because like Pixels was the same thing, you know. It was like cameos of like multiple video games. So I'm like, oh, it's gonna be the same thing. And I wanted to watch it, but then my best friend was like, no, it's gonna be suck. Like it's gonna be suck. It's gonna suck.
It's gonna be suck, dude.
suck.
How's you been? It's gonna be suck, dog. It's
That on
gonna
the
be
t-shirt,
suck.
it's gonna suck. It's gonna be suck.
It's gonna be suck.
So
But yeah,
suck.
she was like, it's gonna be bad. So I don't want to waste my money on that. So we watched Suicide Squad instead.
I mean,
I got my dose of Taika.
I got.
And I like when I watched it on Disney Plus, I completely forgot that Taika was in it, so it was a good surprise.
Ah, that's
now,
Right.
do you wish you saw it in theaters though?
I do. That's my biggest regret. Is like not watching it in theaters.
You should
wow.
scream at that friend.
that's so funny.
Was it
Johnny's
Abby?
ready to just
No,
start
it wasn't
fights.
I'm sorry, what?
For my experience, I remember it being like, because this is like coming right out of like isolation.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I was still feeling paranoid about going to the movies at all. And I don't remember what was showing at the time, but I know there wasn't a lot of people going to the theater. So, and this movie was like under the radar for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, well, this is like the first movie we're gonna see back in theaters, so we went, and like I was pleasantly surprised with the movie. Um, I think I was like, it was like the same feeling when I watched Kingsman the first time, because like I didn't know Kingsman was good before I watched the movie.
Yeah.
Kingsman's really good.
Yeah.
I love the Kingsman
Yeah.
movies.
But you didn't know that the
Yeah.
first time.
No, I didn't know that the first time. So when I went to go see Kingsman the first, like, 'cause someone was like, "Oh, go watch Kingsman," I was like, "Okay." I
Like the
remember,
first Kingsman?
like the first Kingsman when it first
Okay.
came out. Like there was, I never saw it. I didn't see a trailer. Nobody was talking about it, and it was like a week after it came out, and no one was telling me. And then my friend's like, "Oh, go watch Kingsman. It's good." And I was like, "Okay." So I went to go watch it. I was like, this is the greatest spy movie I've ever watched. This
It's
is
better
the
than
best.
any James
Right?
Bond movie, in
Yeah.
my opinion.
It was like that same feeling when I went to go see Freak. I was like, I've seen so many video game movies. Like, this is probably gonna suck, dude. Like, it's gonna suck, you know. What did you say, Laiba? It be suck? No,
It's gonna
It's
suck.
gonna be suck.
it's gonna be
Gonna be
suck. I was like,
suck.
ah, man, it's gonna be suck, dude. And I went in. I was like, no, this is good. And I think what like frustrates me about like video game movies is like, there's no way to not make them corny. Like, there's absolutely no way to not make it corny. And this movie just like really leans into being ridiculous.
Right. It just goes into the campiness of it.
Yeah,
all
balls
of
to
it.
the
Like
walls.
commits, you know.
Yeah.
It goes with the tropes. It goes with like the all the little
They
references.
show you the tea bag.
Yeah, they do. They really go into like, it's like past the point of cringiness to the point of acceptance again, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
More
Ryan,
movies need to do that.
If they
Yeah.
only did it like a little bit, it would be like, you're trying to be too hip. You're trying to like
yeah.
get in with the kids. This one is just like, oh no, this is just a shit fest of like hilarious cameos and
Yeah.
it works. 'cause of
Recording
How
stopped.
many?
Oh.
Recording in progress.
Oh, there we go.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Technical difficulties. You guys don't know. Don't worry about it.
Don't see, don't tell.
Victoria, what were you saying?
Oh, yeah, no, it's just they just like the amount of it, like how they kept it consistent all the way through. I think is what really drove it home with not being cringy either, because this is like, oh, this is something they're keeping the vibe the
Yeah.
entire way through. They're like keeping the everything. It's if they didn't do that, it would have been weird, especially if you just see like a random teabagging or like a random like Fortnite dance, and you're like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah. I think, I don't know who the writer was, but I think they kind of understood.
Ryan Reynolds was one of them. as far as
Was
I'm
he?
aware.
I think
Yeah.
like whoever like was at the helm of this like writing process, like understood gaming culture, you know?
Mhm.
And I think that's where a lot of gaming movies kind of fall flat. They're not written by people who like really care about video games, you know? Or they like didn't live in that era of like of current age video games.
Mhm.
So like Pixels, or like anytime you see like Ready Player One, right? Like that's written by somebody who like played video games in like the 80s or 90s.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But like, how do you write a video game movie for today? And I think like Free Guy just does it well. It just does.
Yeah.
They must, because they included a lot of streamers as
Yeah.
cameos. I know we'll get
Pokimane,
into the
Ninja,
cameos.
Jacksepticeye. Who
Yeah.
else?
I
don't
didn't
know.
know the other two, but like those three were the
Yeah.
most prominent one for
Yeah,
me.
those are the most prominent ones. Like, if they were willing to bring them in for like these cameos and stuff, I'm like, I'm sure they definitely talked to them
Oh yeah.
to some
Yeah.
capacity of like, hey, there's this project about like gamers and stuff. Like,
Yeah. But
like
it was,
we'll do our proper market research there.
yeah. But I liked it. It was a good movie. It was
Yeah.
pleasantly surprising.
It was
Oh yeah. We
one-
should
definitely
mention
one of
there
my
are
favorite
spoilers in this
movies.
movie,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's spoilers.
or not in this movie,
episode.
in this episode of Voices of Atlas.
Yeah.
It's been,
So
it's
if you
been out a
haven't
while.
seen Free Guy, go watch Free Guy.
Now available.
How
on
have you
Disney
not seen
Plus.
Free Guy?
Not
But it's
sponsored,
really fun.
but we could be.
I
Disney
think it's
Plus,
also
if
on
you're listening.
HBO Max too right now.
I don't know.
It's on
if-
both
Is
services.
it? Oh, that's
yeah.
interesting.
Yep.
Hmm.
That's a thing apparently, according to Paul. But
Well, if you're in Canada, it is always going to be on Disney Plus,
hell yeah, thanks.
and
Tyler.
we've had it for months.
Tyler, to reconfirm, I did cry at some point. It did happen. I will say when it.
When did
I
you
did,
cry?
Not like on the second walk. Like I
Well,
got
yeah.
teary eyed.
First watch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the first time.
Yeah,
I'm
first
curious
watch, I
when.
cried like a baby.
Yeah. when like
Cried like a baby.
she starts realizing. I'm telling you that okay, I'm just gonna say now at the ending when like they're crossing the road, like that part gets me every time. Like I can't tell you I love that like romantic corny shit, and also just like making it poetic to the point where it's like we don't get to see it because like that's not for us, that's for them, and that makes it feel
Yeah.
even better. You know what I mean?
I love the like it's like it was starting at like when they were kind of having like their like breakup or whatever, like
Yeah.
I need to go back to the real world and I need you to grow as AI.
Yeah.
Moment
Yeah.
like starting from there where he has the speech and like she's like, you know exactly what, and then that's as in like her mind-blowing fit where
Yeah,
it goes
yeah,
to
that
your
was really
part.
cool. Yeah.
Like that whole sequence, tears, bawling,
Tears.
screaming, crying, throwing up, everything.
And then there's Buddy and Guy, which is my favorite part of the ending.
Yeah.
We love a good besties.
We love best friends.
Best friends.
Best friends are great. Best friends.
Laiba, when did you cry?
I cried yesterday.
When?
I remember I cried. You guys, I don't know if you saw, but I like wiped my tears and then I saw
Aw.
my sleeves that they had like my makeup
What
on them.
scene?
But for when I first watched it, I cried at the ending.
Mhm.
Okay.
It's like
Yeah.
when he like confessed to her, and I was like, and it was like when she realized, right, when she was watching the rest of the video that he made.
So she just pauses, like, I'm done.
Yeah, and she
Not
goes,
enough
and I'm like,
information.
go! I'm like, run!
I love
yeah.
the friend who just goes, finally.
Yeah.
You guys are dumb. Oh, man.
I like those romances because like I guess my favorite romance movie is like Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist, and there's a lot of moments like that like in the movie where it's like I hate you and I don't, but like I like you, but I also don't want to be around you, but also I'm gonna like willingly make this stupid decision to show that I'm still interested. You know what I mean? Like
It's like friends to loathing to lovers.
Yeah,
Because,
yeah.
like they were like best friends. They made this whole game together, creating
Yeah.
life. It's literally their baby.
Yeah.
And like obviously they had like crushes, and she's like, "Oh no, we're just friends."
Just friends.
Like, oh, like it's like, girl, your reaction is more than just friends right now.
Yeah. Because
But
like
then it's just like he sold out, and then she was like, "What the fuck? I'm gonna fight for our stuff." So like there's
Right.
that loathing moment, and it's just like they didn't stop liking each
it's-
other or loving each other.
I feel like writing that is so difficult because like it's such a cliche of just like going from like falling in love with your best friend, right? Like that could like every time I see it, sometimes it's like like I feel like it's
it
not
just happens sometimes, you know. That's like a part
it
of reality.
does, but like when you, like in the dynamics of storytelling, like you want to make it interesting in some kind of way, and like her discovering that and knowing that like the whole game was like a love letter, I think that part is like
Or that guy's just a love letter to her, pretty much. It's just
like, he's
maybe.
like, oh, like let me just like put all my effort and channel
Yeah.
my.
let me put in the swings, bubblegum ice cream.
because it's like I don't know, he like
because that's something she wouldn't have ever saw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just for him to like confess to himself.
mhm. But it's also like an
Moral of the
experience.
story, we're all hopeless romantics.
Yeah, we are.
I just call that being perpetually lonely.
It's
Johnny!
it's an experience for like the audience too, you know, because like if you don't pick up on
Yeah.
it early,
Mhm.
then like that moment happens, and you're like, oh, of course all of these
Yeah.
details are in there because she likes those things, and you're
Mhm.
like, oh, I understand what this is now, and that makes you feel like, oh, I'm part of this experience. You
Took
know?
me. I was so slow with that too. It was like basically into the. He first sent the video of like, oh my god, like I had to like put in like details and stuff like to make it seem realistic for the
Yeah.
the AI, and like that's where she doesn't finish the video for the first point until being like, oh, it's a love letter to you when she goes back and watches it later. But
Mhm.
like I'm like, oh yeah, the bubblegum ice cream, and then like even the little things with the coffee, you're like, this is a common thread, and you discover
and
it
two
when
sugars.
at different points. It's like it's almost like a murder mystery, but the mystery is like, when did you realize
Mystery is love.
it was love?
Love that.
Oh god. Hopeless romantics we are.
It's because the world is filled with dread. you know? And sometimes we just want something that's
Need
good.
a little bit of love.
A little bit of love.
Need a little bit of love. Everyone needs a little bit of love.
I will. Okay, this is like a contrast because like since we're on like the topic of like romance stories or like love stories, it's you guys ever watch Warm Bodies?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Yes.
think I had talked
should
about
watch
this
that sometime.
before, and Warm Bodies is like a good love story, right? But man, when he got spoilers for Warm Bodies if you haven't seen it, when he got shot at the end, and I was on the edge of my seat, I was like, "Is he gonna die? Like, did he come back to life just to take a bullet?" And you know, it gets like ambiguous and then it comes up and it shows he's alive. I was so disappointed in that moment. I was like, if he would have died, this would have been the greatest romance I've ever watched because he literally spent the entire movie like coming back to life for her just to die in his arms. That would have sent me over the edge. I would have literally walked out of the theater, but I would have felt something. You know what I mean? Like I would have
Release
felt
Nick's
it.
cut of Warm Bodies.
Oh my
I would have
god.
released. I would not have just that like last 2 minute section where like they show people like are loving zombies. I would just
Yeah.
take
Yeah.
that out of the movie, and that's the Nick's cut. You know, you don't know what happens, and he just live with the
You
idea.
just know that his love is strong enough to bring him back to life to
Exactly.
protect us.
Something. Yeah.
Just to die. Ugh, man.
Nick likes the depresso.
I like feeling something in my movies.
I love crying in movies. Like
Yeah.
that's like on my
Me
letterbox.
too.
That's a tag I've added for myself as I getting into using it. Also, people follow us on Letterboxd.
Oh yeah, we all have
Um,
letterboxes.
We do all
Oh
do
yeah,
have
I need to
Letterboxd.
start using mine again.
Okay,
yeah,
yes,
but that's one of the tags I have. So technically, if you go through my thing, you can see movies I've cried at, and this is definitely one of them.
Yeah.
And
Warm
that
Bodies
really
or Free
raises
Guys?
it up.
Both.
I feel like I've probably cried at both, but definitely Free Guy. And if a movie makes me cry in like a good way, it goes up the list.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So high up the list.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Feel something in your movies, people. If you don't feel something in your
that's the-
movie,
What's the point?
what's the point? What's the point?
What's the point?
I'm not saying it's a bad movie. I'm just saying it's a bad
What's the
movie. It's
Like, they're like if
It
you,
is
if
not
you
an
don't feel
impactful
something
one.
while watching it, it's gonna be suck.
it's gonna be
It's
suck.
gonna be so.
So
It's gonna be suck.
Oh my god.
It's gonna be suck. Anyway, since this movie is pretty heavy with video game cameos, what was everyone's favorite cameo overall?
Oh.
I think
There's
it's
a lot of little ones.
I think
Oh,
it's
mine's in my room. I can't bring it out.
Oh.
Damn.
it's gotta be Channing
No.
Tatum. That one's
Really? That's your favorite?
I mean, I
Okay,
was
fair
joking
enough.
the most about it when we were watching, just because like
He was really good.
it's really good. This guy like
Thanos snap.
like he's the only guy I think that can like match Ryan Reynolds like energy in terms of just being completely fucking ridiculous, you know?
Mm.
And it's like he
And
knows
it's not in a weird body humor like kind of way. Like the energy, the vibes just.
Yeah. And it's just I made the joke. He always just shows up in the most random places and like random movies. I swear
Yeah.
I've like watched numerous movies like, is that Channing Tatum? And it's just Channing Tatum on the screen. And I'm like, okay. I swear he just like walks around on the studio lot and it's just like, what are you guys filming today? Can I be in it? And he's just in it. We're like, okay.
Just wants to
Kingsman,
act.
right? Kingsman 2?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he is
Kingsman
in
too.
the
Yeah.
Golden Circle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has a fun little dance sequence.
Yeah.
He does. Yeah.
He's actually one of the good. He's like a dick, but then he's actually one of the good.
but he's
like,
a good guy.
He's one
Yeah.
of the good guys, except for what's his name that turns
Pedro
on everybody,
Pascal.
Pedro Pascal. He was really good in that though. Like he was fantastic,
Oh, yeah.
and I felt it like when he was like mad at the world. His family like died in that movie, right?
That's his wife pregnant with his son.
Oh man,
Oof.
hey, he got into
Oof.
meat grinders, so I mean that's.
That's right.
Laiba, you can eat him up.
Oh my god, dude! Like Laiba would eat that burger. Laiba would eat that burger, bro.
I like how me and Nick went for the same joke.
What? She's right there at the end of the diner. She's like, ready? She's coming for seconds.
Just
She's
wants
like,
the whole Pedro.
well done, please. I'll take that burger any way you give it to me.
For the record, Laiba is not a cannibal as far as we're aware.
This show, it really goes off the rails when we don't have a script, don't we?
It really doesn't.
We're on task. We're fine.
Cameos. I obviously.
Laiba,
Star
you
Wars
crying
and
yet from that?
Marvel were really good.
Yeah.
Those were good.
Yeah.
Chris
I-
Evans, even though
I
it was
stand by the
oil
Chris
for
Evans
me.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my favorite
It
one.
was so
Yeah.
good.
I remember like having Chris Evans pop up, and then I'm just like, wait, what? Because like it's one thing to see the Captain America shield and to hear that Avengers theme, but to quickly cut away to a quick moment of Chris Evans on his phone just going, "What the shits?" It was perfect.
So good.
Because it's a double whammy of cameos.
But
Yeah.
even just like some of the other video game ones, like I've never played like the game with the portal guns, but I'm like, I know that.
No,
Like
Portal,
the
yeah.
Fortnite stuff one, like I
Yeah.
know that. I'm like,
The thing about the Chris Evans cameo or like the Captain America Shield cameo is like, I swear in the theater it like matched the same energy when like he picked up the hammer in
Oh, yeah.
Endgame.
Oh yeah.
It was so funny because it's like, how did you get the same reaction from one? Like it took 26 or like 23 films to get that moment. It took like what,
Yeah.
an hour and a half to get that one moment. It like literally
Yeah.
just piggybacked on that excitement and was like, we're gonna make it happen.
We're gonna ride it.
We're gonna make it happen. It's gonna be awesome.
Oh my god! Imagine if this movie did come out on time though, without COVID interfering. Like that would have made it even more hype, considering how close it would have been to Endgame.
Well, it might
Yeah.
not have even happened because like Disney
because
bought,
Disney didn't bought it
Oh, true.
Yeah.
midway through.
and I can't imagine Fox would pay for the licensing for the
Any of-
Shield,
True.
the music,
Star Wars,
Star Wars.
Oh my god, I do love the Star Wars moment.
I like that one too.
I love it. Taika just like, is that a lightsaber?
Oh man, that was good.
Because
Laiba.
Johnny also had a whole bunch of different fun facts with the voice actors.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Tina
Which
Fey
you
was
can
in it.
find on Streamlabs.
On Streamlounge.
Hey.
If you want to find out what moment was what, and you want to hear me say it, go to Streamlounge right now and rewatch it
Yeah.
with us.
He's a fountain of
Who-
information.
Who needs the director's cut? You have
You got the
voice
You got the
Johnny
voices
cut.
cut.
Or
The-
The voice,
Voices of
you got
Atlas.
the you got the VOA cut. All right, that sounds
Wah.
sick as fuck.
What?
That's disco. All right.
Oh,
So
we should make a
disco.
shirt just going voila.
Voila. I like that actually.
I love that.
That one's actually pretty nice.
That's a good
It's
one.
punny.
Yeah.
You said Tina Fey. You said there was
Hugh Jackman,
Hugh
you had The
Jackman.
Rock.
Yeah, Dwayne.
The Rock got me.
Dwayne.
That was pretty funny.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, our chat got The
Yeah.
Rock, which was pretty great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. What was just everyone's favorite parts of the movie overall? Like we talked about our favorite cameos, our favorite video game cameos,
Mhm.
but what was everyone's favorite like moment
Hmm.
in the film?
romance.
The romance. I love.
The
Is it
romance.
wrong that I just want to say like Ryan Reynolds going through hell in that movie?
Oh yeah, he kept like.
Because
Yeah.
he goes from like falling off a building, popping around, just to go like, I can't die, gets shot, or no, gets hit with a car. And then when at some point when he goes, this entire world is fake, then it just gets double whammy by two cars.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it just goes through like an entire crisis, but then you have Buddy there.
The best
I love
friend.
Buddy.
Oh,
I love best friends.
love a
Yeah,
good
we
best
love
friend.
best friends.
And we love romance because yeah, through romance, like just like even seeing like when they kiss to fix his memory and stuff, and
Yeah.
you see his like mind being blown and everything. It's like, and then the song's playing, and I'm like, I love this. This is so good. This is so sweet, and you just know that like obviously they can't stay together, but it's just like
Mhm.
Maybe they can for the sequel. I don't know.
probably
The-
not.
What about you, Laiba? What was your favorite part?
Like my favorite moment. I love the part where he just starts leveling up. Like I love the
Oh my
entire
God,
sequence
yeah.
of him just like
Of being
leveling
a
leveling
good-
up.
great
yeah.
guy.
Shove the watermelon in
Being
a
a good
tank.
guy.
I love how he holds
Yeah.
the gun. He just like holds the gun
He's like-
all
Just,
weirdly.
I don't want this. Or like,
Um,
see, like if he wanted to, he would.
yeah,
In
Yeah.
that sense, if he wanted to, he would.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I need to be 100 to talk to you. Yep.
I also really love Dude when he gets the glasses.
That
Oh
was
yeah, dude's so
Um,
funny.
So fucking stupid, but I loved it so much. Ryan was like, yeah, see shiny things all around you.
Learning is power.
Exactly.
Yeah. I love Ryan Reynolds' voice. Like I love his voice. Like he can make anything sound funny. Like same with
Yeah.
Taika.
It's so he's such a unique actor, and
Mhm.
like it's one of those things. Like I don't know if he's ever serious, and when he is serious, it's like, oh, this isn't a joke. Like you're
Yeah.
actually trying. Like you, it's because that's like real
Fucking
life
Deadpool.
with some people. You know,
Mhm.
it's like they'll speak a certain way, and then they'll get serious, and it's the same exact way, and you're like, oh, this isn't funny anymore. We're having a real conversation.
Yeah.
And he definitely like resonates that energy and that level of discomfort I find enjoying.
Nick just
Also,
likes to
another
feel things.
standout moment is when he's just like, "Morning, Goldie. Morning, Goldie. Good
Fucking
fucking
Good
morning."
morning,
Goldie.
Goldie.
First, that's burned into my mind in the best way possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that they used it for that, you know? Because like you only get one for PG-13 movies now, I think.
I think so,
You get like
yeah.
one
Yeah.
curse word.
That was worth it.
Yeah, they chose it on goldfish.
You're like, it could have been like, what the fuck with Chris Evans? No, what the shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good fucking morning, Goldie.
That's
Also,
funny.
just Taika's whole mannerisms. Just like anytime he's on screen, it was like a great moment because he just played such a good asshole.
I love
Yeah.
when
We
he's
want
like,
more
oh, what? You
villain
think we're a team now?
Taika.
We're a team now? Okay, cool. On the count of three, we'll just say something together, okay? 1, 2,
Go.
3. Get back to work!
Yeah.
Back to work.
I loved it. I love Taika.
Come
Oh
on.
my god.
We want villain Taika. More villain
Oh my
Taika.
god, yes.
Yeah.
Please.
Who knows? Maybe we'll get evil Korg one day.
I think
Mhm.
I'm gonna agree with Victoria on the first part. Like romance, the romantic parts are my favorite. Just because that ending is like too perfect in my mind of like what I believe like a perfect romantic ending is, you know. And I was like, I didn't think I was gonna find it in this movie, so I was like, this is great. I
It
love
didn't
this.
seem like it was marketed as a
No,
romance.
it didn't.
Yeah.
No.
That one threw me off guard. Like
Yeah.
the romance. I was like,
Surprise! It's actually a rom com.
Yeah.
That hits you in the feels.
I do like the dynamic of like this was like a love letter to her, and like I think the one thing that like bothered me because I walked out of the theater thinking about it. I was like, why did he? Wouldn't it have made more sense if he included things that he liked, and then she found out that she liked those things about him, and then like came to the realization that like, oh, I'm actually just in love with you as a person. Because like him just putting stuff in the game that she likes, it's like, okay, that's cool. But is she just falling in love with the version of herself? You know, I was like a little confused about it, but I was like,
I think it's because she feels like she was listened to.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
no
okay.
way. Like, how is it like all of my favorite things here? Like, what the shit? Like, how do you know? Like, it seems like you know me in a way that like
yeah.
people don't know
Yeah.
me, and it's
Mm.
not like completely random either.
Yeah, yeah.
But, so that's like the way I pictured it.
No, I think
too,
that's a good thing.
especially too,
yeah,
like
me too.
it like he's got to put it like you got to put it in details to make these like
Yeah.
world building realistic. So you just write about
Yeah.
what you know, and he knows.
Also, just love
You
that
know,
this
sir,
movie.
We love a man that
predicates-
listens.
Yeah, I just love though that this movie, like, it gets going all because of a Mariah Carey song.
We can't sing it because we'll get DMC'd.
I'm so.
No, we can't sing it. We
into
can't
you.
sing it. We can't sing it. We're gonna get this VOD taken down. Don't
Oh,
sing
shit.
it. Don't sing it. We
I
can't sing
just
it.
said I'm so into you. That's all. That's
All
all.
right.
That's all.
Under 15 seconds, we're good.
No,
There we
we're
go.
good.
There.
Y'all know what we're talking about.
Indistinguishable is good. A fantasy
If y'all
like
don't know
a
what song
Mariah
we're talking about,
Carey.
you should probably go watch the movie.
Yeah, go watch the movie.
Yeah.
With us on Stream
Watch
Launch.
it.
Exactly.
We're just on
It's
stream
stuck in my
now.
head the entire time. It's one of my favorite things.
I did add it to our playlist for that exact reason.
Yeah.
Oh,
Got a playlist too.
Hey, we have a
Yeah.
playlist too. This
oh
whole
yeah, we
episode
have
is
a
just
playlist.
this whole
It's us just trying to
episode
plug ourselves.
is just like a
Like-
selfish plug-in for everything that we're doing.
We make this podcast for ourselves. Let's be honest.
You chose to be here.
Little
You're
bit.
welcome, everybody.
Oh my
we
god.
appreciate you're here,
We
but
appreciate you here, but this is
About
actually just
us.
one giant Voices of Atlas ad. you are living through it.
I mean, a show should be an ad about us.
You ever wonder why we don't have sponsorships? Because we are the
No, I swear I'm like a living walking ad when I'm with my friends because I'm just like constantly promoting our podcast, like talking about
I should do that more.
I should. Was
Well,
it
I
like
do
on
it,
Monday? I went
I
out
realized I sound
with
like
my
an
friends
ad.
on his birthday, and then someone brought up like, "Oh yeah, no, Johnny, what are you doing lately?" I'm like, well, let me tell you about this podcast
That's
I'm
what I
doing.
do.
And we're
You're
about
rolling
to
your
do
I
a
sleeves
need to have that
giveaway.
energy when I talk to people. I'll be like, yeah, sometimes I do influencers.
Like, I
on
don't
Apple
try to toot my
Podcasts.
own horn, but
Please
like
don't
my
talk about it
friend
in front
had
of
her
me.
cousin there who was like really cute. So I'm like, okay, I gotta do something to
You gotta
like,
flex.
polish myself out, you know?
Yeah.
Working, I don't know everybody's vibe at my new job, so like I'm like not telling anybody just yet because I'm like I'm the kind of person that like when I meet new people, I'll talk about them constantly because I want to know who they are. Because I already know I don't shut up about myself, so I consciously go like I'm making an effort right now to learn everybody else before anybody knows anything about me.
Yeah. I don't do it intentionally because like every time we talk about something like in my friend group, we talk about it on the podcast already.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, well, I said this here and I'm doing this here. And then I realized I sound like a freaking ad.
At some point you go like, Johnny, Nick, or Victoria said this.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think about this live? I was like, well, on my Voices of Atlas podcast that you can catch every Thursday night at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I
And
said
don't play it on the
this.
surround sound speakers.
No,
In
it's
front
not
of
even that.
me.
Like, just like, well, here, let me pull up my phone.
Just to
and-
bother and not to bother me because it's like I'm not embarrassed by it, but like I don't like hearing myself speak on
Oh,
It's
don't worry, I hate
surround
hearing myself as well.
sound.
I hate hearing myself as well.
Oh,
That's
across
why
the
some episodes
whole
were so hard to
apartment.
edit. The longer ones are just like, I hate my
I can
voice.
listen to myself when nobody else is around. I can't listen to myself in front of somebody else.
I just,
Yeah,
fair
I
enough.
get that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel
But
that.
Anyway.
yeah. Anyways,
This kind of segues to tech industry.
I get industry. Oh my
my
god.
Go on your
I
We had,
Victoria.
we had some opinions.
Go. You're free.
Okay, first
Have
of
at it,
all,
you two.
What Keys? Keys' first apartment.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's some Cali Tech money. Actually,
Yeah,
I think it's
Definitely Cali
based
Tech
in
money.
Boston. They wouldn't pay that salary. Actually, they might pay that salary in Boston, but in California, they up the prices of your salary because of just where you're living. Obviously,
Uber.
6 figures. He obviously like gave. He sold. They sold the game to the company. So big apartment, lonely, empty view.
Yeah.
Accurate.
Well, like we talked about this and like how Taika's character, what's his name? Did he have a name?
Antoine.
Antoine.
Antoine. How like Antoine, like yeah, he might come off as like an idiot, but like he's secretly like a supervillain. Like he
Oh yeah.
he knew exactly what he was
Yeah.
doing, and it's like of course he's gonna pay him a comfortable salary, because like
Exactly.
just
You gotta keep him in pocket somehow.
you gotta keep him in pocket somehow, you know. It's like anything to
He's
keep.
not
this guy
even
shut
paying
up.
like the full salary that he could have because like it's Keys who keeps on being like, oh no, I don't want to be like a developer on this. Like I just want to be
Yeah,
like, in like QA and like customer relations for
Which okay, first off, that's weird. Like, why would you want to be in like a customer like facing place? Like, it's just working in service my entire life. Like, nobody likes that.
also like
Okay.
if you
No.
bought your game and you're working for the like company who bought your game and you have a suspicion that the game's in there, like you have a lot more of your fingers in the code
Yeah.
to be able to like be in on it.
Bro.
So
Boys.
many
He's silly boy.
Boys.
boys.
But oh my god. Yeah. So like that kind of gets into the fucking like what like it seems like it's a big company. They have like the big office, like all the
I mean,
companies
it's clearly
do out here.
an allegory for, Blizzard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Even the logo. That's Blizzard
Yeah.
for sure. Which is huge toxic work environment. If you haven't read articles, read it. But
There's a reason I stopped playing Overwatch.
there's a reason why it's modeled after that. I mean, it's also like a gaming company and everything. But oh my god, it's such a weird org structure. Like, why is Keys and Mouser on the same floor even as Antoine? Why is he even in the office? Like, I don't like what is he doing? I mean, I guess it's quite for his lunch.
Yeah.
But like
Like
also, why are Keys and Mouser able to code in production and manipulate the game the way they can
That's
for
see,
customer support.
This movie just takes a lot of liberties with the tech.
it
stuff,
really
let's
does.
be
When they were
honest.
like,
It's
dude,
forgivable though.
when
for
he
sure.
was like art dudes, where's
Art
Guy?
nerds.
And it's like, what is the art team gonna do about coding Guy? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Like
unless they just because they looked artsy, but like
which I felt offended by. I was like, I've never had that much style in my life. I will never look that good.
so like the whole structure is weird because basically everyone on that floor seemed like they were all developers of some
Yeah.
sort, but he just it's not. So I'm like, this is very flat too, that like Antoine is just on the floor. His office is on the floor. Like I could understand why Keys is there, so he can keep an eye on him and like making sure he's happy and he's not going to like start a lawsuit like what's her
Millie.
face? Millie did.
Molotov.
Like, so he's just like paying him out, but it's like, what the heck? Like this doesn't. And like some of the animations too, like, oh, let's like make this bridge and like how?
Why even do that? Like, if you can code a bridge, can't you just code his character like to just move? I don't know.
Teleport.
It was like
some of those little things. It's like those little things, and like the server things. Like that's not how.
that's not
you
how it
destroyed
works.
a
That's how
server.
servers
That's not
work,
how like
no.
the
That's how it
game would
works.
break. Like
Yeah.
you might like you probably wouldn't even like it break maybe either like so much later or so much sooner. Like if you just like
So much
fucked
sooner.
up
Once
some
about like
commands.
once about like 40% of that memory's gone, like it's there's no way
Ain't
of
gonna
restoring
do
it.
shit.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
like how is it still I don't know. But it was forgivable. Like even from me and like even my boyfriend watching it and he's just like, you know, some of these things don't make sense, but you just
It's
suspend
a
it
good movie.
and it's good. And
That-
it has all the references and it had the tech bro vibe
Mhm.
100% right.
Mhm.
Like you feel like you go from like Millie in the game to Millie and her like sort of sweats and messy bun and like just like overworking her time in a coffee shop where they're mad at her and it's like yup. And like her apartment and the whiteboards and like the high tech open office glass wall paneling floor plan with the snack room in the middle
God,
of it.
yeah.
Like to a T,
Nope.
for sure.
No barista's ever gonna be mad if you're in the whole lobby for that long. As long as
Well, she's
Don't-
closing.
you okay, never mind then. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
bad
I've
time.
legit gotten pissed at people, especially on Christmas too, as a barista for overstaying.
I just
So-
kick people out. was
I mean,
like,
I
yeah.
tried to.
I guess the one thing that's like the big tech companies, I'm surprised they didn't show there was a barista at that company because a lot of them will hire their own in office baristas.
How I almost got a job like that at SpaceX, which is
Elon.
Elon Musk's like space
Yeah.
company.
Whoa.
Yeah,
yeah,
they
he-
have them on salary.
Yeah, the baristas make bank. They make, but I saw the job listing and I was like, I can do that. The only
Because they
require,
don't pay for the drinks. You don't have to
Yeah,
require
yeah.
tips or anything.
I think you can still tip, but like
Oh,
the,
yeah.
the starting rate was like $24 an hour, and all you
Right,
had
that's
to
that's close to my current paycheck.
yeah, so it's $24 an hour, and all the requirement was you just had to be consistent with latte art, which I am. And they apparently they did like three or four interviews to make sure that you can do it. Because my friend applied for that. The only reason he didn't get it was because they said that like you were gonna be working like 10, 12-hour days as a barista. And that's paid overtime. And I was like, that sounds cool. I'll just never live ever.
Nick, you should have done it.
I could not be here if that were true.
That's what you
I mean, true,
sacrifice for
true.
being in the tech industry is
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
But
So.
yeah, that was my tech industry rant. But the tech bro vibes, even fucking Mouser, little skeevy little snake right there. He's just like, I'm ready to like betray you, Keys.
But
Even though
also
we're best friends to like move up because I gotta get the bank, but like we can't get mad at you because you gotta get that bank.
we do have to like talk about the POC rep in this movie because it's good. I like it. It's
It's good.
It's good. Yeah.
You know, secondary characters.
They
though.
are, but they felt like because Taika is such a good villain, man. I don't know
He
what
is.
it
Good
was,
villain.
and like I don't know what it was like seeing like what was so comforting about seeing like a person of color be a good villain, but it just made me feel like, yeah, that's a good fleshed out character without him having to say anything, you know?
Yeah, because he using like comfortable, approachable, like it's like it's like the kind of thing is like when like first people saw like before Elon Musk was Elon Musky, or as obviously Elon Musky, like people would be like, oh, like he seems like a cool dude, he's chill, like he's got so many great ideas, and then you realize you're like, oh no, all these layers, and like Taika just carried it so well.
And like
great.
Mouser is like just a genuine character because he's just doing his job, you know?
Yeah.
He's loyal.
He's
I love it
loyal.
the moment he gets screwed with when he's trying to kill Millie and Guy. He's like, who the hell's doing this? I'm under a lot of pressure right now.
Yeah. So
He's got to get his numbers in the quota, which is also a big thing in tech industry. I know certain blue tech company that relies a lot on numbers and how many code changes and how many things you do, or else you won't meet your performance. So it's like, you know what? Fuck it. Moser, you do it. And he's so like genuine too, because he didn't realize what like Taika did with the original build
Until much later. But like the moment he realized though, he's like, yo, I need to help
like,
Keys.
I think he was just in the mindset as like, why is everybody so serious? It's just a game. And we all get paid. You know? It's like like we're just here to get paid. Like I'm not gonna say no. I'm not gonna argue with anybody. And you don't blame him because it's like he doesn't know anything that's going on. Again, until like the last factor of like finding out that the code has been stolen. And he's like, I don't know about this no more. This is
like I was on your side, but like even though it was obvious, like all the things that you've been doing the last half an hour were like
pretty shady,
very obvious that like you stole the code, but it was only to like, oh.
Also, when someone just gets physically violent in front of you, you're like, okay, wait, hang on, dude.
You're like,
like,
whoa,
chill out. There's got to be an off switch around here somewhere. Can't you just do that instead? Why you gotta destroy the server?
Why you just got a whole axe and just going feral?
Shouldn't you have just gone to the control box and just turned everything
off the power?
It's like, I'm done. Let me just go hang out with Keys.
Yeah.
After this whole game is like dissolved.
Well, I guess he couldn't just turn it off because like he wanted to like eliminate the data, you know?
Yeah.
Which I don't know. It's like, okay, just turn everything off. Obviously, it's a very time sensitive thing. You could have just prolonged you move the goalpost instead of just trying to destroy the field.
But then also Buddy. Oh, he was so good.
Yeah, Buddy was so great.
Oh,
they were just
Buddy.
Such a genuine friend. Honestly.
It's just the moment he's like, I'm just sitting here with my best friend trying to help him out with something, and that's just the most real thing you're gonna get. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, that's a good life right there. You're a living life right there.
Yeah,
it's just
I loved it.
Also, we also got a little bit of other representation too. The barista girl and the bimbo, Barbie-esque girl, and how like,
who ends up writing a dissertation about the patriarchy.
Yeah, and then like it's like as I mentioned, that was one of my favorite cameos. Is like the bimbofication meme. Where like she has a gray sweater and stuff, and she drops a book and picks up like, I don't know, this purse, and then now she's like this blonde hair, big boob, pink dress girl, and it's just like at the end she got her sweater and she wrote her paper and she still looks fucking hot. So and she's got a girlfriend.
Who's a barista.
I'm like, this is a great surprise and a shifted narrative.
When Guy asks about the cappuccino, it's like, does she want to make a cappuccino? And she like has a mental breakdown. That's how I felt for a long time. It's just like, what the fuck do you mean? You want to get a fucking cappuccino?
I want to make
Okay, so we also just like talk about like how represented we felt when she's like, I want to make like a green tea boba.
Oh yeah, she said boba.
We're like, yeah, boba.
And I was like, there's no American cafe that ever does that. There's no American coffee shop that does that. It's always
You'll have boba places that make coffee for you though. So
you have boba places that make coffee. You don't have coffee places that make boba. It's
actually wait. No, was I here?
Starbucks had like they're like, you can get your Starbucks hack of your.
Oh yeah.
What is it, Nick? I don't know about the States, but like, did you guys ever have like the brown sugar syrup for a little bit?
Yeah, we had that.
Okay, so I was able to MacGyver a boba tasting drink. So it was just like a matcha tea latte with oat milk. and I just put in the brown sugar syrup, and it tasted like a green tea boba. It was great.
always sold out of the brown sugar.
Really?
Yeah, 100% of the
Damn.
time. Rough.
Well, now you're in the States. Maybe they still have it. I don't know if they still do.
The
but
brown
yeah.
sugar? No, I think it's gone.
Just
It
make
wasn't
your
that
own.
good anyway.
Last time I was here, I made my own simple syrup.
Get,
Just do it with brown sugar.
Get what is it? I'm not trying to endorse Starbucks, but the sugar cookie latte is pretty good. I do
Yeah.
like that.
Oh, I
That was
love
that was my
one.
Christmas go-to.
That was good.
And, oh,
It's so
they
good.
advertise it as oat milk here in Canada, or at least
Mhm.
Ontario, but it was
Yeah.
like an almond milk one in other parts of the States, which was very interesting.
Chestnut praline was the best holiday drink, and
I
when-
still have a bottle of chestnut praline in my house.
I don't want to know how you have that, and I don't. Anyway, we're moving on.
You want me to send it to you?
No, I don't want to
Anyway.
talk about this
I've
anymore.
never opened
Talk-
it.
We're moving on to animation.
Animation.
Talk about the animation of the film.
Oscar worthy.
love
Oscar worthy.
This deserves to win Best VFX. Fuck you, Dune.
Is it under Best VFX?
I don't think Dune was Dune in it. It was
Dune's in it.
Dune,
Spider-Man and
Shang-Chi,
Shang-Chi.
We're gonna check it out right now.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man is so overhyped still, honestly.
So
Honestly,
yeah, we
hot
got
take.
Dune, No Way Home, Free Guy, No Time to Die, and Shang-Chi.
What
Okay.
the heck with No Time to Die? There was literally nothing in there.
There was some, but I
Very
did
little,
I did
but
really
I
enjoy
don't-
No Time to Die.
I mean, I did too, but I don't think it should be a contender for.
Well, the
VFX.
bet. Okay, well, you got to think about it. If you didn't notice that it was in there,
Then that's kind of good.
then maybe
That's
it
how
was
good it
that
was.
good.
A lot of
You don't know.
movies, like make it seem like there's none in there.
Like that's
you
the thing
know?
with James Bond, right? Is like it's supposed to feel surreal. So if you didn't notice
Yeah.
it, then I guess it's a
Surreal.
good job.
I don't know
Maybe.
about surreal.
Free Guy. It's just like the blend of stuff like that makes you think it's like real, so you don't have these like rubber faced characters, but like some of it is like that's the style they're going. There's so many stylistic elements too, and explosions too. Like I can imagine there's
Mhm.
so much there, especially how they interact with the world and the fucking like also like being able to like see the difference. Like when they go out into the real world, you have the animated version of like Ryan Reynolds. They're in the video game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's-
Yeah.
Yeah.
They like
Yeah.
recreate the scene in CGI.
Yeah.
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 But like how it actually would
Didn't
look
look
in
too
the
bad.
game, and
Yeah.
like also like all like the little neon floaty things and stuff too.
Oh
It's
my
like,
God,
that's
yeah.
very stylized, but like it works.
Yeah.
Like how
Yeah.
they're interacting.
The only time I'll say there
was
was like bad CGI is when they did Dude a little bit, but even then I can accept it because like
He was
Dude wasn't
unfinished.
finished yet. Exactly.
Yeah.
Like he's supposed to look fucked up.
I watched this YouTube thing called Corridor Crew where it's like visual effects artists like judge movies.
Oh yeah.
I
I'm pretty
think I've sent it
sure-
to you guys.
I'm pretty sure that's the guy who ended up working for Lucasfilm to redo Luke's face for Boba Fett.
Oh right,
No.
yeah.
No,
No?
did
I
you-
don't think
good
so.
job.
But there
I
was
thought
a
it was
guy.
one of those guys.
No.
Oh.
They've never I don't think they have. I could be wrong. But like watching their series and like looking at like the winners of like best visual effects, it's like there should be a level of fun that you're having with your VFX. Because if you're just like
Oh, yeah.
doing it to like blend things or like I'm not saying de-aging isn't like impressive, you know? Or like when they're trying to like what's that one movie where like there were like 3 actors that were all de-aged and it was like a mafia movie. Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
Was it that Netflix film that was like
Irishman?
5 hours long?
Irishman. It was
The
yeah, it was
Irishman.
The Irishman.
Yeah.
And like they all got de-aged and I was like, yeah, that's impressive.
But
But that's not fun. Like I
Yeah.
want something that's fun.
It's not like this.
Yeah.
No.
Like I want something that's fun. Isn't that the whole point of like VFX to kind of just like explore things that aren't possible, you know? Like,
I
yeah, sure,
hate-
de-aging is not possible, but it's
Was
like
but then also you have the opposite side of like the Marvel stuff, like where they try to make it so realistic, but like it turns out good, but like there's still that level of disbelief where
Yeah.
you're like, well, I know that actually wouldn't happen, and like I know these
Like
things are actually
Shang-Chi?
not true. Like yeah, but
yeah.
look, Shang-Chi, the water animation, I know that's fucking
Yeah, that
hard.
one's actually pretty
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Water,
That one's- I
water
was
and
talking
the
to Laiba
creature
about it
work,
today.
But like Spider-Man is just like it feels the same, but I guess it's like the Doctor Strange stuff. But I was just like
It's like nothing I
The
haven't
mirror
seen
dimension was
before.
pretty
nothing
cool.
creative, yeah.
Yeah.
The blending of like video game and reality and how the actors and stuff, and it's just fun.
Yeah. Laiba,
It needs more
what's your thoughts?
representation.
What's your favorite VFX in the VFX?
I love the moment she kisses Guy, not for the first time,
Yeah.
but for the second time,
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah,
to like
yeah.
And
unlock his
it's like
memories. Yeah,
the memory thing, I loved it. It was so cute.
it looked
Indecision
beautiful
tree
too.
coming
Yeah,
out
it
of
was
her
like-
head.
It looked
His
like
head.
neurons exploding.
The song made that
Yeah.
moment for me. I always praise that song every time it
Oh,
came
yeah.
on because it's the same song from Paper
Yeah.
Man, and I forget the
Another
composer's
cameo.
name. Yeah, and like that song speaks to me spiritually, because also it was the beginning short for Big Hero 6, and I love Big Hero 6. Even though no
We
one
should
remembers
rewatch
movie.
that.
And we should. That one's a good.
We
good.
should do a Disney Shorts day. On
Oh, we
Yes.
should. That'd be so cool.
And then while at
we
it,
would
we'll
literally
throw in
cry
that
every
Turning
single
Red.
time.
Bow.
There's that one that they put out during the pandemic about like dancing in the rain.
That one's so cute.
I love
Oh,
that
no,
one.
we should definitely
Anyways,
do that. And that'd be fun on Stream Lounge because then we can like between.
we'll do
each
that next
short-
week. We'll
we
do
can,
it next
like,
week,
watch.
and then we'll
Yeah.
also do the freaking Turning Red trailer breakdown.
Oh yeah, fun. Let's
Yeah,
do it.
we're
All
gonna
right.
There
do
we go.
that.
Look at that, guys. We've made plans live.
You heard it here
You're
We're
part of
first.
so
the
organized.
experience.
This is how functional we are. We're just like one brain. We're like, yeah, do it, let's go.
Live
One brain. I thought
planning.
we were a single brain cell.
Sometimes
But,
I'm
like,
half a brain.
yeah,
cell.
but like just like a segue, it's like the way they animated it and all the other stylistic choices is like it really lets you become immersed and not try to take yourself too seriously. Like
Mhm.
when you're in this
Yeah.
world, like
Yeah.
it's not like the Marvel way of like, oh, this is happening in my world. So it's like, like all the fantastical stuff is happening in the video game and
Mhm.
you just accept it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I always hate this idea that like just because it's via VFX, it's less superior to say practical effects. Like, yeah, no, don't get me wrong. I love practical effects. I love puppets and all that. But at the end of the day, VFX is an art form of itself.
Yeah.
And I think that really shows in
100%.
Free Guy in some ways.
Mhm.
So yeah.
You just gotta like imagine it. It's not just they're editing on one scene. That's it. It's frame by frame,
Exactly.
pixel by pixel.
Right.
Laiba
How
knows about
difficult
this.
that is.
Yeah.
And it's like most of the movie.
Yeah.
Literally.
For our next thing is like suspending your belief to like really sell the movie, and I think that's what struggles a lot for like movies that like someone. I think Johnny compared this movie to like Ready Player One, right? And
Yeah.
it's like Ready Player One spends a lot of time trying to make itself make sense.
Yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
and I feel like in
It's trying to make you believe it.
but shouldn't it just believe it? Like
Exactly.
that's what Free
Yeah.
Guy does. It just like
That
it just
Free Guy just throws
believes-
you into the adventure and goes like, have fun.
Yeah,
And that's
exactly.
why like even the tech stuff that doesn't make sense, that I'll rant about,
Yeah.
you can believe it.
We were picking apart this movie like every scene. I was like, there's no way like she would believe that this guy's a real dude.
But it doesn't take anything away from
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
If you just accept it, like this is how it is.
Let's just like in some way, this is just how I see it. It's like cool. This is another reality where this is just how shit works. Plus, like
Yeah.
I have a bare minimum knowledge about tech stuff, but
But like
and that helps.
most of it was right enough that like everyone who's like not kind of me or in the tech industry,
Exactly.
we're like, oh my god, yeah, this makes sense. And then it like, but then you get people like me who's like, it doesn't make sense and it's hilarious.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
it doesn't take anything away from the movie of like, oh, well, this can't be real with this one.
They got this wrong. They can't. This
I'm
is
still,
real.
I'm just,
Yeah.
I can complain about it, but like
It's
still
still an
tried my
entertaining
heart
film,
out.
nonetheless. Exactly.
Yeah. It does a good job just setting up. Just like turn your brain off for this one. You don't have to think about it too much.
Get high.
Get high.
Like
Get high.
Yeah.
Get high.
Go get it.
I'm sure you got high.
Um, but I think it's like a real difficult thing, right? Because it's especially with like sci-fi as a genre. I don't know if this movie's like sci-fi. Like, what is it? Is it like it? Sorry. Well, anyway,
Action rom-com?
I don't know. Genres are arbitrary
Yeah.
anyway. It doesn't really matter what this movie is, and I think that's what makes it great. It's like, okay, yeah, there's a bunch of sci-fi elements in here, but we're not a sci-fi movie. It's like there's a bunch of rom-coms.
It's a romance.
It's a
It could not be a
romance.
romance, or like it could be a comedy. It's like it doesn't care what it is, right? Because it's like you should just be able to enjoy it. And the thing with like sci-fi in general, again, it's like a lot of sci-fi spends a lot of time just like explaining itself. My favorite sci-fi, Back to the Future, doesn't explain anything.
True.
They're just like time machine go forward, time machine go back. Old man and teenager best friend. That's it. That's all you
You
get.
just accept it.
And it's like, yeah, the car's got to go 88 miles per hour. But it's like, but why? It's like, it just does, Marty. And you're like, oh, all right, yeah, let's get back
Okay,
to what's
I'll
fun.
roll with it.
And
It
that's my
works.
biggest thing. It's like, if you have enough style, you can get away with anything.
Oh yeah.
You have to believe you have that much style. Otherwise, at some point, it just all falls apart. Like, if you don't believe your movie's cool enough, it's going to fall flat. At the
You
moment,
need that confidence.
yeah, the moment the movie has just a bump of doubt, it all falls apart. It's like, nope, no, I can't believe. If you don't believe it for a moment, I'm not gonna believe it for a moment. It's not gonna work like that. Yeah, suspend your belief.
Honestly,
people.
it's a lot of Marvel movies have that problem too. It's like they
Yeah.
take it so seriously, and some of these like decisions and
It's
especially
like Doctor
the
Strange.
well, it's not even the Doctor Strange. It's just like the like especially with the multiverse. I mean, like we could just accept, oh,
Yeah.
there's a multiverse, but then they're trying to put so many rules and explain it away and how it works, and like, they got
It becomes
so much
muddled.
where now it's muddled
Yeah.
and nobody quite knows where it goes on, so they're gonna have to explain it some more. And then it's just like, where's the fun now? Like everyone's just kind of confused and
Yeah.
whatever afterwards. And like even with the like fucking this,
I mean, it's 20.
yeah, No Way Home. It's just like they get mad because like, oh, you should have like talked to like the college people, and it's just like, but you thought of this, but you you did this.
You didn't spell
Like,
anyway.
Like,
Yeah,
like,
you
come on, bro.
anyway.
Like, how are we supposed to take you seriously?
The-
A little. I mean, it's fun.
Yeah.
And then we watch the movie, and it's like, of course, magic fixes magic. But
Yeah.
like, what?
I think the MC is a very like special case just because it's 26 movies. It's gotta like think about constantly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's-
for sure. Now
it's a
But
lot
just,
of
like,
weight.
Some of it's just like,
Like, does it get? I wonder if that's like a question that we can be asking. It's like, do any of these future films like get to just be like, let's forget what happened 10 years ago, and let's just do something crazy. You know,
Family Guy does that. They just reference shit.
Days of Future Past.
Yeah, exactly. Let's
Oh
just
my God.
retcon the whole thing, which is.
I mean,
God.
that'd be a vibe.
Wouldn't it be? Wouldn't it be?
It would
And then
be.
every story could go back to like early 2000s where like
Oh my
nothing had to
God.
be connected and everything could just stand by itself. That sounds, thinking about it now,
I fuck
that
with
sounds,
a good standalone Marvel
yeah,
movie.
that sounds way cooler than what I don't hate what we have now, but I did love like going into these Marvel movies. I don't have to know shit.
Yeah.
And
Like, exactly. Like Shang-Chi is a good one. for
Yeah,
that.
Shang-Chi
It's
is a
just
good
like you
one,
get a little bit of reference here and there. You have a brand new character, standalone story.
right.
Yeah.
They reference
Kids
Iron Man
at the
3. You can watch it if you want, but and then
I
you just have
still
a weird
haven't.
You
like
don't
to.
have to.
Exactly.
Iron Man 3
Exactly,
became
yeah.
the best Iron Man after Shang-Chi.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. If you
Yeah.
rewatch it, it's like, does
I
a
love Iron
180
Man
on
3.
ya. Yeah.
I'll
I
need
liked
a
it before
strong
Shang-Chi as well,
incentive to
honestly.
watch it at all.
Yeah.
Victoria, we will find a day just to watch Iron Man 3 with you now on Stream Lounge.
Y'all will need a bribe,
I mean, we got to do like
and
a
the bribe
whole,
is me.
we got to do like a
Bribe
whole,
me.
at some point we got to do like a whole Marvel watch through. That's got to be like a whole mission.
Marvel Mondays.
Marvel Monday. Oh, that sounds fun.
I mean, No Way Home comes on digital April 12th.
Oh,
So.
I'm getting married in April.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right.
All I'm saying
Yeah,
is
people
I'm the
aren't
guy
gonna
with no
shut up
life.
about
I can
that
do that.
movie even more.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
it's a good movie, but it's a lot.
I posted a video recently just asking people, like, someone explain to me the lizard's motivation. Somebody. It got like 3 different stitches, and people
Yeah,
just
I didn't
like, I
understand-
can't do it.
Why was he in the
Suspend
truck?
disbelief.
I don't know. I
See,
don't know.
But like,
He
see,
didn't want to come upstairs.
Yeah, apparently he didn't want to go into the. Maybe he wouldn't fit because he's too big.
I don't
he
know,
just
but
didn't
see-
want to go upstairs.
no, because then that doesn't make sense. Like that's what I mean.
He's just an
When you
angry
don't-
toddler. He's like,
When you don't, there was nothing cool about him staying in the truck. So there's not enough style to outweigh the logic. That's what I'm talking
that's the
about.
issue. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like if you're gonna have a ridiculous decision, make it cool. At least
Yeah.
make it cool. It's gotta be cool. If it's
I'm
not
for
cool,
it.
don't put it.
You know, a little bit of a reason, just like say like, oh, he can't come upstairs because the building manager will get suspicious, and then that's it. Not he didn't want to come up because he didn't feel like it. Because he's an
He
angry
just wants to
toddler.
stay in the truck.
Maybe they'll have like a deleted scene in it, or maybe they just
That's
like wanted.
we apparently we have like
Extended
over
cut.
90 minutes of like the 3 Spideys or something like
That's
that.
too
20 more minutes or something.
20
I'm
more
so
minutes.
excited. Anyway, moving on.
Is-
What did everyone like I said before I got into watching this movie, I thought it was going to be just like Pixels.
Mhm.
But turns out, bada bing, bada boom, it had a really original story.
Yeah.
Which also had a hidden love story,
Mhm.
which probably caught the dude bros off guard, huh? You off guard?
Sorry, dude,
Huh?
bros. Did you
Huh?
feel something for
So-
once?
Dude.
Not
Accept
enough
your
explosions
entitlement.
for you,
What?
bro.
Bro.
No.
I think-
Oh, man.
I think Free Guy is a reflection about how modern game studios are disconnected from their audience.
It just
Really?
like
I
we're the
personally-
bathtub streamer girls.
Bruh.
Like why
Pokemon
would
was
they
only in it
include
for like 2 minutes.
Pokey is
Yeah.
so
Not even two.
awful. Like she's like was trying to like get this other streamer taken down because he kept on harassing her. Like that's not chill to like go after somebody who's harassing you.
How empowering of a
Sending you
woman
hate
can she
waves.
actually be if she
Ugh.
couldn't?
Oh my god,
take it?
Laiba.
I personally couldn't really relate to the movie because like no girls come after me. Yeah, it's because you're fucking cute, bro.
Bro, I was just in that movie for like the explosions. Like I don't go there for the politics
It wasn't a real reflection of the tech industry.
of my
like,
reality.
Why
Of
would
my
Millie
reality.
do a lawsuit when she could just have made bank? Like she's just being so
Yeah.
stuck up. Like what is this? The feminist agenda?
yeah,
Fuck
girls are
politics in my
so
movies,
freaking
bro.
annoying, man.
We need to clip this.
I already did.
Okay, good. Oh my god.
It was
Honestly.
Anyway, what did everybody think?
of the original story. Again, I think I've always like wondered like what a good video game story is, because like there's no way I've ever thought about it to like not be cringy, and this movie just does it well. I don't know, like it just really leans into just being ridiculous, and I think that's good. That's what makes it a great.
I remember Ryan Reynolds doing interviews for this movie. He's like, yeah, no, this is like the only original story of the year, because like everything else is just based off of a book, an IP, or something like that. And I'm
Mhm.
like, I think so.
I mean, studios were playing it safe in the pandemic
Mhm.
for sure, because they're like, we need to get people to come into theater. So
Yeah.
like, you're gonna have like Marvel, and
Yeah.
you're gonna have Marvel sequels, and you're gonna have sequels to other shit like
You're
Kingsman
gonna have
or whatever.
Kingsman,
It's
you're gonna
just
have
like-
Dune. You're gonna have
I
Cruella.
fucking loved. I mean, yeah, but
I did like Cruella.
Cruella was good, but like
Yeah, it was good.
again, it was based off of like
An original-
Dalmatians.
It's all
Yeah.
pre-established knowledge.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Same with
Oh.
Dune. It was a
I miss
book.
it. I miss original stories.
This
Like Encanto was the other one, right?
Yes.
this
Sorry,
movie disproves like what all of like the stuck up like directors have said, like, oh, the MCU is like ruined cinema. It's like, no, because then that should apply to this movie, all the logical points you've made, but it doesn't. Like this is everything you've tried to accomplish within your own films, but just does it in the completely opposite direction.
I prefer this over Dune.
Yeah,
I'm saying it right now.
honestly,
Honestly, me too.
yeah,
It may not have an Oscar Isaac, but you know what? I'm okay with that.
yeah,
Yeah, I want this. I just want it to get some recognition, so studios can be like, we can write great original
Exactly. Movies.
stories and concepts, and
Yeah,
they can be kind of actiony and have some laughs and have some fun, and it not just be a remake.
right.
Because oh man, it's just so tiring nowadays. It's just like it was so fun not knowing the formula of this movie going
Yeah.
into it as well.
Yeah.
Because like I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know if it's gonna have a happy ending,
Yeah.
sad ending. I don't even quite know what it's about. Like
I
it was very ambiguous,
Even-
kind of in the
Yeah, like even for someone who like paid close attention to this film, I had no idea what was happening. And honestly, if I'm being honest, like even with the marketing, like if they didn't do the dude trailer stuff, I would have laughed my ass off if he showed up in the movie. Kind of wish they didn't show him off in that one Ryan Reynolds commercial, but nonetheless, this movie has been an absolute surprise.
Yeah.
Despite close attention to it.
And you could have success too, because I know like when it came out into theaters, like it was the word of mouth that
That really got this movie going. Yeah.
Yeah.
So diamond in the rough for sure.
Yeah. Wait, let me ask something real quick.
Sure.
Would you guys would have watched this movie if it didn't have Ryan Reynolds? Like if
I was just thinking about that. Yeah.
I think I would have, because like a part of the appeal for me was like, first off, Joe Keery, Jodie Comer, and Taika Waititi. Yeah.
I kind of don't really base movies I watch based on the actors.
I definitely go to watch Ryan Reynolds movies though. If I hear he's in a movie, I do go watch it.
He is a driving point because like you have some level of confidence there that like it's going to be
like
good.
when
And
you go
obviously he was
see
part of the production for it, right? Too. Like I think so. Like it really feels like him, but obviously nobody else could have pulled it off like him. But
that's the thing. Just like when you go see a movie with Ryan Reynolds in it, you know what to expect out of the main character. And if you like Ryan Reynolds to begin with, you know you're gonna like the main character most likely.
Yeah.
But like
I hate Green Lantern the movie.
If it wasn't Ryan Reynolds, I probably still would have watched it if people said like, "Hey, this was a good movie." You'll be pleasantly surprised. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Laiba? Did you go just because of Reynolds?
I mean, I wanted to watch it because of Reynolds, and I completely forgot that Taika was in the movie, like at all, because like I only saw like a couple trailers. I didn't even know that dude was in it.
Yeah,
like I didn't know that he was.
That's
That was a good surprise. But I think I wouldn't have watched it if it wasn't Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
I mean, like what the Stranger Things guy and the other. I don't watch Stranger Things too, so I'm like, it's like most of the only person I knew who was going to be in it was Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it doesn't hurt that he it only helps the movie that he's in it. That he's in it, you know. And again, like Ryan Reynolds is a very unique actor, like who just
he's also really cared for this project. Like he was a producer and most of the ads for this movie was on Ryan Reynolds' YouTube channel.
Yeah. So him believing in it, it's like, okay, well, it can't be bad. Even in his worst movie, which is, I believe is R.I.P.D.
Oh yeah. I forgot that.
I still liked his movie. I still liked him in that movie. I enjoyed the movie. I left and I was like, this is a terrible movie. But Ryan Reynolds.
But I still like Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
I still enjoy Jeff Bridges and Ryan Reynolds.
That was the only reason that movie was like bearable. Other than that, like I would not have watched that movie. Everything else about that movie was terrible. The plot was terrible. The antagonist was terrible.
The idea was nice.
The idea was nice because it was like, oh, it's just trying to be like Men in Black but for ghosts.
Yeah.
But no, it was not. It was not a good time. So, but Ryan Reynolds made it bearable, and Jeff Bridges also made it bearable. Imagine, have you guys ever seen the movie?
No.
Okay, so imagine Jeff Bridges, and you know how like he talks like a cowboy, or like he kind of talks. I can't even impersonate his like accent. He's just like, I'm Jeff Bridges. He talks like real low, but hardly opens his mouth. Imagine that, but like times 30. Like that's him the whole movie. He's like, you can't understand a word he says, and it's so funny. Watch it when you're doing chores. It's one of those movies.
Oh my god.
Maybe. So, closing this out, I also found out yesterday that this movie is getting a sequel, which personally really confused me because I think it ended perfectly, and I don't think
right.
I don't think it needs a sequel. Yeah.
I would say, like, but do we trust them with it?
Like, what are they gonna do? Is Antoine gonna come back?
No, I don't think so. I hope
Like,
not. I think if there is going to be a sequel, I think it should be within their conflict
the
within
game,
the game world and the people there. And
give me like a virus give us hackers. Let us deal with hackers. Make that the villain. Make it the troll hackers.
Actually sounds really interesting. I
right?
think that's a cool idea.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
that could be a separate movie.
It could either be like a murder mystery, Like,
Yeah, I'd
ooh,
like them to
yeah,
change the style.
that sounds cool. It could be like
Yeah.
a digital murder mystery, or it could be like a heist. You know,
Ooh, that would
like
be
there's a
fun.
hacker going in to steal the code that makes it unique. You know,
No, I
It
like
could
the
be
idea of
something-
murder mystery.
I like that.
Keep it
Yeah.
keep it low stakes
Yeah.
within the game, where it's just like Guy and Buddy are trying to figure out like, oh, the first murder in their society or something funny.
Love like that
and
in
it's just like,
Paradise.
but also you have like the people interaction of like people watching it on stream and kind of following along this like phenomenon
That
of
could be
like
interesting.
watching the game and like trying to help and figuring it out, and like nobody knows, and then, like maybe it ends up being a hacker of some sort.
no, if
It'd
it
be
ends
a
up,
really fun way to bring back Millie in some way, right?
Mm.
it
And
ends
Joe
up
Keery's
it
character.
ends up being not Keys. It ends up being Mouser.
Oh my
man.
God.
But
That would
Mouser is just
hurt.
trying to find like a girlfriend or something, and like something broke.
Oh my
Or
God.
maybe he's like, I don't know. Maybe he's like, if you guys really loved each other, then you don't need this stupid game, you know? Some shit around that. But then secretly he's like, I just want to find somebody. Get us in the fucking writer's room.
Come on,
Someone
get us in.
hire-
Come on.
Ryan Reynolds. I live in
Get
Vancouver.
blah.
You can come
Ryan,
find
I
me.
know you're in. I can see the chat log right now. I can see you
Ryan,
watching
you're
it
in
right
here.
now. You're absolutely in here. I know you're watching.
Tyler, get us hold with your dad so that
Hey,
we
call
can talk to
Tito
Ryan.
right now. Get him on the phone.
Come to
I,
the
I love
Taika.
the idea of like a whole like genre shift.
There
Like
you go.
bring it towards like the Knives Out.
Oh my God, yes.
Oh,
Vibes.
whoa! But like a video game.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know what would be cool?
That'll be
You
sick.
know, it'd be so cool if Guy dies, right? He's the one that gets murdered, and they have to like, instead of like finding out who did it, they just take different like memory slots of him in the past and like interview him to find out what happened.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Oh,
And it, like you can
that's-
still have Ryan Reynolds in the movie, but it's
Yeah.
not really
but
Ryan
it's
Reynolds.
these like
Write that down. Write that
these
down.
backup copies of him that
Yeah,
they're trying to figure out. Like,
exactly.
oh,
We
where'd
are
you go?
patenting these ideas, and when Free Guy 2 comes out, if we see any of these
But
ideas,
people
in
keep
it-
on killing the backup copies you have, so like
Oh
it
my
keeps
God.
on going backwards.
Yeah, exactly. So it'd be, man, get us in the fucking writer's room. Come on,
get us
man.
in there. Come on,
Come on.
Sean Levy.
And
Sean
then,
Levy
and
does say
then
he wants to do
I don't
the
know
next one,
why,
so.
but I feel like the detective should be, who's the guy in Get Out?
Oh, Daniel Craig.
Daniel Craig. No,
In Get
no,
Out.
that's Knives Out. I said Get Out.
Oh, my
Get
bad.
out.
Daniel.
The detective?
No, the guy in
In Get Out. In Get Out.
Yeah.
He
Oh, the
played-
main one. Daniel
He plays Wakabi. Yeah. he plays
Wakabi in Black Panther.
Black
Oh, that would be
Yeah.
interesting. I would dig that. I was thought you're like, yeah, no, we'll get detective in, and they're like, you mean this one?
No, I think.
So yeah, but then you bring in like Millie and Keys and whatever to like try to figure out
Exactly.
like with bringing back up these backups, and
yeah, that sounds cool.
you kind of get
It
like
has
a
to be-
51st Days kind of thing, like
Yeah.
with the memory
Fox,
wiping.
Disney,
Oh,
any of
yeah.
you. Y'all know
But
how
then
to
it's
contact
sad
us.
because you know he's dead, and like there's no way to bring him back.
I mean, like he would have to
they can
like
find a way.
the backup copy would have to like not get killed.
They'd have to come up with a
Mhm.
plot device as to why this copy could not exist anymore. It would be like a whole thing. See, this is where like again, it's like
Well, no, like it'd have to go revert to an older copy, and then he'd just have to learn and make these relationships and stuff again.
yeah, and then you can like play with the idea of like machine learning about how like it does like you know how machine learning just like does some stupid shit, you know?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, like it's not the same result every time.
Yeah,
It's
not the same
like
result every
your
time.
random seed. And
Oh my
stuff,
god, we
like,
just end up
going
with like a
through
bunch
this.
of different versions of God.
That- yeah, exactly.
We get like a
That'd be
Texan guy
sick.
coming.
Yeah.
This town
The
ain't
variant.
big enough.
The
Let's
two
go.
of us.
Oh my god.
Okay, like let's get us in the writers' room, Ryan.
Right,
I'm going to be
please.
disappointed at the movie now.
Yeah, it's gonna
Okay,
be,
but like,
We
question
set
we
our
gotta ask is like, how can we
expectations so high.
capture the same magic of the first one? Because
that's what
like,
I'm saying, it
a
has to
big
be-
part of it is like the weird cameo shit, like this Captain America
Yeah,
shield,
and
the
then
lightsaber.
every
Various.
suspect is a different cameo. Come
They're
on.
interviewing Detective Pikachu.
Yeah, we can interview Detective Pikachu. Psyduck. He just goes, "Saya."
And all of the Ryan Reynolds, every version of the guy is just a different role that Ryan Reynolds played. In
Oh
different
my
movies.
god, I love
It's
that.
was it Hannibal from Blade Trinity?
It's just the end game of Ryan Reynolds movies.
Ace Ventura. No, not Ace Ventura. Freaking Van Wilder.
Oh man.
Proposal.
It's like, sir, how'd you kill him? Was it through the donuts?
And they interview these different versions. He just gives like subplots of all of the movies he's been in.
Kind of like in a Spider-Verse style of like, oh, this
Ryan
is when it went
Reynolds
down.
That needs to be like
Let's
the
go back
last
to the
movie Ryan
beginning
Reynolds
one more
ever
time.
made.
It's
And you get a proper Deadpool, and
Oh my-
Deadpool is the one.
Deadpool.
There's two
Deadpool,
Deadpools.
the
There's two
murderer.
One
Deadpool.
from X-Men.
Oh my,
One from X-Men.
not the one from Origins.
Because
Jesus.
Deadpool is already time jumping at the end of Deadpool 2.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
Deadpool
it
was
makes
watching
sense.
Free Guy.
Yeah.
This movie does exist in the Marvel Cinematic
This is the
Universe.
Ryan. This is the. This is the.
But like it shows
Ryan
up just
verse.
to be just hacking on the computer.
Oh my god. The levels this movie can work on.
Oh my god.
Going back to the original question.
Sequel.
Sequel. I've seen this play out before, where you have a fantastic movie. You have a nearly perfect.
Oh my
movie.
god, Nick.
I felt this pain once before.
Let me guess. Wait, let me
Pacific
guess.
Rim
I know.
2.
Yeah, Pacific Rim 2.
Probably.
I've seen this
They're
play
uprising.
out. It's concerning because again,
That's
like,
why I'm worried about a sequel myself.
I thought about
Unless
this.
it's our sequel.
Yeah, unless
It's
our
true.
sequel
I want
sounds
it.
Unless
dope
it's our
as fuck.
sequel. True.
It's disco.
It's disco
I,
as fuck.
I was thinking about this like yesterday, but not about movies, about like TV shows. And
Right.
like every time like Marvel releases like a limited series, people are like upset. They're like, "Oh, we're only getting one season." It's like, what's wrong with just one season? If like
Yeah.
if it's written with the intent to only be one season.
Right.
Perfect example is WandaVision. Like it would not make sense to have WandaVision season 2.
I
Exactly.
Yeah.
don't want a season 2 of WandaVision.
It's like like movies, a lot of movies, not a lot of movies, not currently, but movies before were made with the intent like you're only gonna make one, right?
Yeah.
Like you
Mhm.
only have one
You'd
shot.
get lucky if you even got a sequel.
Yeah, like, and even the sequels, like writing sequels before is not the same as writing sequels now.
Yeah.
So it's like, why can't we just kind of be in that mindset where like, why can't this movie just exist to exist? You know, it doesn't have to be a franchise. Yeah. Look what happened. Everything.
I don't need to know more about
Yeah,
Millie
I
and
don't.
Keith's relationship.
Yeah.
Like having them as a cameo.
I just want
or
them
helping
back.
out.
I just want more Jodie Comer. I'm a simp for her, so
Yeah, but I don't know. I can't imagine what a sequel would look like. Yeah, we just wrote the entire thing. It's going to be nominated for an Academy Award for Best Original Screenplay, but it's not.
But it's not going to be that.
It's not going to
and
be that. And it's like, yeah, it's fun to talk about, but it's like, how do you do? It's like writing Speed Racer 2. Like, it's not possible. You can't write Speed Racer 2. Even though I like to listen to it.
you've got it plotted out, Nick. I feel like
I've
you have
sort
it
of
written
had
down
it
somewhere.
I still want to do this with Tyler. I told Tyler I want to like just sit and record ourselves like writing sequels to movies and see like what happens. Because we love the show Story Break, and that's what they do. They like write sequels to movies, or like they write original screenplays based on popular IPs, and they're like, what would it look like? They wrote an entire Jar Jar movie, and they played it out act by act, and it's like 10 episodes long, and it's each episode's like an hour long. It's like they really
Sounds like
wrote.
fun.
Yeah, I gotta say, I'll send it to you, Victoria. It's like really funny. It's just they literally give like Jar Jar a purpose, and like why he's like on the council, and like his it's a whole thing. It's really funny.
Turn that into a segment on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
Honestly.
They can
Wow,
kind of
look,
just make
live
sequels.
planning. This isn't actually a
Live
podcast.
planning.
We just actually just throw ideas at the wall.
This is
and
our
it gets weird.
brainstorming session.
Yeah,
Welcome
this
to our
is-
brainstorming
this is
session.
our
While talking about Free
episode
Guy.
for us.
This is commercial part, writer's room part, planning stage part,
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds fan club.
Part Taika Waititi fan club.
Take a Tito.
Waititi.
Thanks, Tito.
Thanks, Tito.
Thanks, Tito. You're the best.
All
Oh, Lord.
right. I think that wraps up
Yeah.
our wonderful thoughts, feelings, emotions. about Free Guy and
What a wonderful
definitely
film.
the sequel. The
Mhm.
like, stuff that you heard here, it's the sequel. It's
All we're gonna
Honestly,
say
when
is,
this save this, put this in your
Save
read
this.
later,
yeah,
mark it for 2 years from now, and
or however long.
we'll compare.
Yeah.
We'll compare notes.
In short, Sean Levy, Ryan Reynolds, Disney, Fox. Our phones are open.
Yo,
Our email is open.
our email's there, dude. Come on.
Just go
Hey,
email
Tyga.
us.
Voices of Atlas at
Oh,
gmail.com. Reach.
We'll get you in touch with Tyler as well. We'll get Tyler. in
yeah,
on
your
this.
son. Your son.
Your son's
son.
gonna love seeing you.
Come on, man.
Mhm.
Family reunion.
But I guess this wraps this up. But
Yes.
before
Yeah.
we sign out, we have some really exciting news.
Oh,
If you
yeah.
have stayed tuned,
Nick.
Yes.
Nick.
I think Nick, you have to take this away.
Yeah, I
but
do.
Can we get,
You-
can we
you
get a
have to
drum
announce
roll? Can we get a drum roll, everybody?
Oh, I don't know, like it.
Oh my gosh, drop my pub up. Ready? Ready? Ready?
Oh, we're gonna edit it in.
My fingers hurt.
So, next week's episode is going to be a very special episode. We're having our very first industry professional come onto the show. Cherish Chen will be our guest next week. She is the writer of Radiant Red. She worked with Kyle Higgins in writing Radiant Black to produce issue 6 of Radiant Black. So that is very, very exciting for all of us. She is an Asian American writer.
Number 6 of Radiant Black right here in my hands.
It is an exciting moment for me
Us.
and the rest of Voices of Atlas. Which is funny because I emailed her like website just on a whim. I was like, "Hey, you never know," and she got
He's
And
Go back to us.
she got back to us like the next day,
Yeah.
saying that she was really excited to talk about Asian rep and stuff like that because that's what we do here. So me personally being a huge fan of the Radiant Black series and like over the moon about this opportunity. It's very exciting for all of us, and I think it's gonna be a great opportunity to talk to her and see what it's like to be a writer, person of color, woman of color in like the industry of writing comic books. So I'm super excited. This is like a secret I've kept for what, like 2 weeks now?
Oh,
Give or
it's been
take.
so hard to
It's
keep
been- yeah.
this secret.
It was 2 weeks. Yeah. So
And do we want to announce what we're also doing with it or no?
yeah, we're gonna be doing Radiant Red is gonna be coming out next month. So
March 9th.
I
Stay tuned.
heard actually that they might be pushing back the dates.
Oh,
So I'm not entirely
okay.
sure. But that
Well-
will be a part of the whole experience of having Cherish Chen on here. So that's going to be coming out of our pockets. We're going to be making that happen.
Or yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to make sure it's going to be a fun experience. It's our first exclusive, and that's fun.
Honestly.
It's our first
It's
exclusive
gonna be so
guest.
great.
We're gonna need to actually do some planning.
I had to
It's-
I had to tell you everybody here. I was like, you have to all read it now. I had to go the extra mile because I never shut up about it. And I'm like, you guys have to read it. You guys have to read it. I've said it for months, and now this opportunity is like, you guys cannot.
Now Nick
not
is like,
read it.
this is homework.
Like you actually.
I
have
ordered
to
my
read it.
copy.
Yeah, she did.
It's
yeah.
coming tomorrow, and I'm so excited.
So now they actually do have to read it. And-
Recording stopped.
Oh, no.
What? Oh,
What?
my disk space is insufficient.
Oh.
Nick,
But
hit recording,
yeah.
please.
Recording in progress.
It's
Yeah, so it's an exciting moment for all of us. And I'm again personally with Supermassive coming out literally yesterday. I'm very excited. So thank you, Cherish Chen, for coming on our show.
Yeah, and if you guys
Yeah.
want updates and notifications and reminder for this show, because it's going to be super awesome, super hype, just follow all of our links on voicesofatlas.com. We have Discord notifications there. You can find us on Instagram and Twitter. We'll post all this information so you don't forget, and so you can set little reminders for yourself. And it's exciting, and that's where you can find the giveaways as well. So
Yeah.
sneaky,
Oh, yeah.
sneaky second little plug.
So we're
Just,
gonna have a Turning Red giveaway with Uber Eats.
and
that,
Netflix.
you know, And Netflix.
and Netflix.
Yeah.
So you can watch movies with us and get a snack.
Woo.
And then we'll have some comics coming TBD in the future.
Yes.
But that's a little sneaky exclusive for everyone listening today and next week.
Yeah. Probably gonna need to cut this out and when we post it as the podcast.
So be excited.
Most of it's probably gonna be gone. But yeah.
Pretty excited.
Twitch
Be
exclusive.
excited.
Twitch exclusive. You guys are cool.
What?
Y'all are the best.
Thanks for making it out live today.
Yeah. How many people are watching us? I don't have the Twitch
We
open.
got about like 13 people.
12.
We
Ooh.
have like a bajillion, obviously.
We're
Hell yeah.
famous. Ryan Reynolds is one of those people.
Hell
I can
yeah.
tell.
Uh-huh.
He's emailing us
City-
right now. He's like,
Fancy
guys,
Reynolds.
I don't know. You guys collectively make the best mind I've ever witnessed. I was like, I don't know what that
What
says
do you
about us,
expect?
considering it's 4 of us.
Just the 4 of us.
But all right,
The
guys.
core four.
Core four,
Hey.
All right, guys. I think that's. I don't know. A good
That's
note
the
today.
show.
Yes,
Yeah,
and then
thank you.
on a good note.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks for everybody
Oh,
coming by.
wrapping it up,
Oh, yeah.
signing off. I was.
Oh
your
yeah,
host
we should
today.
plug ourselves.
Laiba Hazar on Instagram and Mix and Anxious on TikTok.
Yeah, I'm Amazing Kendra, your resident. I was about to say Resident Evil. Your resident Radiant Black expert.
Radiant nerd.
Radiant Nerd. You can find me on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, all under the same username. So Amazing Kendra. Thanks for coming by today.
You can find me at Victoria Organa everywhere, which is really fun. I've been doing my countdown for turning red, so go hang out with me there. It's been fun, though TikTok hasn't been happy about it because it's like, this isn't trending. Why are you talking about it?
Fuck you, TikTok.
Anyways, but yeah, or go to victoriaorgana.com, just like the Star Wars name there, but that's where you'll find all my links.
Fun.
And I am Marvelous Johnny. Y'all can find me on TikTok mostly. I have been posting a little bit more on my Instagram. I just finished 100 days of watching Shang-Chi. We'll see if I want to continue. You know, tell me if you guys want me to keep going. The goal
going
was
for
originally
1,000.
to keep. I kept making the joke that I do until 420.
10,000.
So, you know what? Maybe we'll just keep doing it until Simu gets a restraining order.
Yeah, no,
okay?
let's do it until we get Simu to
Until
notice
Simu
you.
gets in.
There we go. Okay, sure. I'll start
Alright.
tagging him in all of them.
Make TikToks on it.
Yeah.
There we go. So there's
Wet
that.
yourself every time.
Yeah. Hell yeah. And what is it? Starting around March, I'm gonna do the Crescent countdown in anticipation for Moon Knight. I was debating between doing a whole month or just doing 8 parts. Like, you know, there's 8 phases to the moon. I think I'm just gonna go
Oh,
with
that
that.
sounds cool.
It's
Actually,
cute.
Right.
I like
cool.
that.
We can
Yeah.
help make you some graphics for that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Got it.
Crescent
Do some doodles
countdown.
for you.
Cool. All right. Well, thanks for coming, guys.
Au revoir.
Bye.
Bye.
Voila.